Yeah. So good evening, everyone. So online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once? As well as screen. Clear for all of you? So thank you for the confirmation. Now, so basically, let me introduce myself here. So basically, my name is like Shamshuddin. So from past 11 years, I'm working as a DevOps engineer in the MNC companies. Okay. So these sessions are going to be like for the advanced level of Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, and also the AI tools, and also the Linux. So I think some of our students were, I mean to say, like anyone has any idea regarding DevOps? So why DevOps? So what is the purpose of DevOps? Can anyone? So whether it is right or wrong, you can ask. No problem. So what is the purpose of DevOps or why DevOps? So anyone? So whether it is right or wrong, you can communicate and you can talk. So what is the purpose of DevOps and why DevOps? So what was these tools or all? Yeah, you can speak.
Uh, Hello.
Yeah, right.
DevOps is medium between development and business person.
So nothing but the operation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the team where they are going to involve in the development team as well as the operational team. Okay, so observe carefully. At the end, as a DevOps engineer, at the end, as a DevOps engineer, so we need to be work on the servers. Where we need to be work? Yeah, let other people can join later. Okay, so we need to be work on the servers, right? And also we need to be work on the application. Where we need to be work? We need to be work on the application, and also we need to be work on the server. Now observe carefully, observe carefully. So daily we are using the application. So daily we are using the Paytm. So daily we are using the PhonePe. So daily we are using the Google Pay. So Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, basically these all are the applications. These all are what? It's going to be the applications. Now here my question was like, what is mean by application? What is mean by application? Can anyone? Whether it is right or wrong, you can answer. Just try to communicate with me so that you will get a very lot of subject at the end.
Uh,
So that's for damn sure. Yeah.
to
So
perform certain functionalities, we get some user interface through application through
that's
which use last user can connect with server.
that's perfect. That's great as well. So you have mentioned like, so it's going to be perform some operation. That's great basically. Let me tell you with my point of view here. So let's say I'm having the Paytm application. What we are having here? We are having the Paytm application. So in that Paytm application, what we are having? We are having the recharge, bank transactions, movie tickets, train tickets, as well as bus tickets we are having. What we are having? Bus tickets. So usually these all are going to be the services. What we are going to call here? We are going to call these as services. So now group of services together called application. What is meant by application here? Group of services together called what? Application. So clear for all of you what is meant by application here? Group of services together called application. Now, observe carefully, observe carefully. At the end, where our application will present. So, it is going to be present on the mobile or it will present on Play Store or App Store or it will present on the server. Where it will present? Can anyone? So daily we are using the applications. Okay. So our application will present on the mobile or it will present on the Play Store or App Store or it will present on the server. Where it is going to be present? That's perfect.
Application server.
Yeah. So application server. So ultimately we have mentioned like server. Where it will present? It will present on the server. That's perfect. Now, again my question was like, what is mean by server? What is mean by server?
It is a machine which process request and response.
It is a machine which process the request and give the response. That's great basically. Now, let me go with the simple point of here. Let's say this is me. Let's say this is me. So very important guys. So just try to concentrate more on here. This is me. So totally I have went to a restaurant. Totally I have went to a restaurant. So once I have went to a restaurant, so ultimately one server boy will come to my dining table. One server boy will come, right or not? So whatever if I have ordered, let's say if I have ordered the water bottle, he is going to serve the water bottle, right? If I have ordered the desserts, he is going to serve the desserts. If I have ordered the biryani, he is going to serve the biryani, right or not? Whereas in the same manner, so let's say once I have opened the Chrome and I am searching for the paytm.com. So ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. Ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. So once I have opened the Chrome and I am searching for the AHA moves. So ultimately, Chrome server is providing the AHA services to me. Again, once I have opened the Chrome and I am searching for the netflix.com and I am searching for the netflix.com. So ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Netflix services to me. So the ultimate meaning was like server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. Server is nothing but what? Which provides the services to the end user. So clear for all of you what is meant by server now? So just try to confirm in chat box once. Everyone. Clear? Great. Done. Now observe carefully. Observe carefully. So the next one is about like types of servers. What we are having here? Types of servers. So I have talked about the server. So basically, how many types of servers we are having? So remember, majorly, we are having three types of servers. How many types of servers we are having? Majorly, we are having three types of servers we are having. Three types of servers. So what are they? What are they? So observe carefully. So the first one is about like web server. What was the first one here? Web server. So the second one is about like app server. What was the second one here? The app server. So the third one is about like database server. So majorly, how many types of servers we are having? We are having three types of servers. So what are they? Web server, app server, as well as database server. Now let us discuss one by one. What is meant by web server? What is meant by app server? What is meant by database server? Let us discuss one by one. So the first one is about what? What was the first one here? Online. So it's going to be the like web server. What was the first one here? The web server. Now, what is meant by web server here? So observe carefully. First one, we are having web server. Now, what is meant by web server? Web server is nothing but which provides the UI part of application. So it will provide the UI part of your application. Let's say once I have opened the Chrome, what I have searched? I have searched for the paytm.com. So ultimately I am getting one UI, right? So this is nothing but your web server. This is nothing but what? It's going to be your web server. Next, who will work on web server? So ultimately we are having development. Who will work on the web server? Development team, and also we are having like UI UX team. UI UX team. Next, which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like CSS, HTML, Java, React, Angular. Which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like CSS, HTML, Java, React, Angular. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. In which layer it will present? It will present on the presentation layer. Remember guys, we are having a concept called OSI layers. Okay. So in the OSI layers, so one of the layer we are having like a presentation layer. So in that layer, we are having our web server. So we are going to talk about the OSI layer. So in upcoming sessions, as of now, just try to understand like our web server will present on the presentation layer. So clear for all of you about the web server? Just try to confirm me in chat box once. So clear? That's perfect. Done. Next, after web server, what we are having? We are having like the app server. What we are having here? We are having like the app server. So this is nothing but what? It's an application server. App in the sense it's an application. So next what we are having? We are having the application server. Now, what is meant by application server? Application server is nothing but the place where your logic was present. Place where your logic was. Now, observe carefully what is meant by logic first. So let's say once I have opened the Chrome and I am searching for the paytm.com. Now, just try to click on the mobile recharge. It was redirecting, right? Again, if I want to book the flight tickets, it was redirecting. If I want to book the train tickets, it was redirecting. If I want to pay the electricity bill, it was redirecting. So from where to where it was redirecting? It was redirecting from your web server to app server. So nothing but in this server we are having our logic. Next, who will work on the app server? Again we are having like development. Who will work on the app server? Development. Next, which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like Java, .NET, Python. So which type of technologies they are going to use? So most popular one like Java, .NET, Python. Next, where it will present? It will present on the logic layer. Where it will present? Will present on the logic layer. So these layers are also going to be called as application layer. Application layer. So clear for all of you about the apps over here? Web server, app server. Clear? So Trini, clear? Yeah. So then we are having like Raju and then Ravi. That's perfect. Great. Now, after that, what we are having? We are having the database server. What we are having here? We are having the database server. Now, what is meant by database server? It's server. Now, what is meant by database server? Observe carefully. Let's say totally I have decided like I want to book the bus tickets. I want to book the bus tickets. So the moment if I want to book the bus tickets, so here what I need to pass? I need to pass my name. I need to pass my number from where to where I am traveling, in which bus I am traveling, so in which date I am traveling. So these all information we need to be passed. These all information we need to be passed. So basically, where this information are going to be stored, it is going to be stored on the database server. So the place wherever info are going to be saved. The place wherever info are going to be stored. Next, who will work on the database server? So we are having database. We are having database team. So which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB. So we are having HANADB. So according to our requirements, database team will work on the database server. Database team will work on database server. Next, where it will present? It will present on the back end. Where it will present? It will present on the back end. So clear for all of you about the web server, app server as well as database server. So let me recap it till what we have discussed. Okay. So we have discussed about like first one is about like application. Now what is meant by application? Group of services together called application. So at the end wherever application will present, it will present on the server. Now what is meant by server? Server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. Which provides the services to the end user. So after this what we have discussed? We have discussed about like types of servers.
Types of
Okay, so
server.
yeah, so totally how many types of servers we are having? We are having three types of servers. So what are they? Web server, app server, as well as database server. Now, what is meant by web server? Web server is nothing but which provides the UI part of your application. So, who will work on the web server? Development team as well as UI UX team. So, which type of technologies they are going to use? CSS, HTML, Java, React, and so where it will present? It will present on the presentation layer. So after this, we have discussed about the app server. App server is nothing but the place where your logic was present. So who will work on the app server? Development team. Which type of technologies they are going to use? Java, React, Angular. So where it will present? It will present on the application layer. So after this, we are having the database server. Now, what is meant by database server? The place where our information are going to be stored. So, who will work on the database server? We are having database team. So, which type of technologies they are going to use? SQL, MySQL, MongoDB, HANADB, so PostgreSQL. We are having number of. According to our requirement, database team will work on the database server. So where it will present? It will present on the backend. So clear for all of you about the server as well as types of servers? That's great. Now, after this, we are having architectures of servers. Oh, sorry. We are having installation of servers. What we are having here? Installation of servers. So observe carefully here. Let's say this, let me go with the example. Let's say this is the plain water. This was the empty water. Now here my question was like, what is the color of water in generally? What is the color of water? So in generally there is no color, right? It's a transparent. In the same manner, so let's say in the plain, if I have dropped the red color over the plain water, what will happen? It turns into the red or not. If I have dropped the yellow color over the plain water, what will happen? Turns into the yellow. If I have dropped the blue color over the plain water, what will happen? It turns into the blue. Whereas in the same manner, this is my plain server. This is my empty server. This is my plain server. This is my empty server. So observe closely. If I have installed the web server configuration, if I have installed the web server configuration over the plain server, over the empty server, then this server is going to act as your web server. Then this server is going to act as what? It's a web server. Next, if I have installed the app server configurations, over the plain server, then this server is going to act as your app server. Then this server is going to act as your what? App server. Again, if I have installed the database server, configurations over the plain server, then the server is going to act as your database server. Then the server is going to act as what? Database server. So remember, in upcoming classes, we are going to create the servers. We are going to install the configurations over the servers. We are going to access our servers. So don't worry. So just try to understand the process here. How we are going to install the web server, app server, as well as database server. Next. So after this, we are having the architectures of servers. What we are having here? We are having the architectures of servers. So now observe carefully. So we are having like four types of architecture. In the real time also we are having four types of architectures. So what are they? So the first one is about like one tier architecture. What was the first one here? The one tier architecture. So the second one is about like two-tier architecture. The third one is about like three-tier architecture. So what about the fourth one? Can anyone?
Multi-tier.
That's perfect. Great. What was that? Multi-tier. Multi or n-tier. What was that? N-tier architecture. So usually we used to have these four types of architectures in the real time. Okay. So we are going to be work on the four types. Okay. So we are having some projects in our course here. Okay, so we are going to be work with 1 tier, we are going to be work with 2 tier, we are going to be work with 3 tier, and also we are going to be work with n-tier architecture as well. So let us have a overview like what is mean by 1 tier architecture, what is mean by 2 tier, 3 tier, as well as n-tier. So remember here tier is nothing but layer. What was that? Tier is nothing but what? It's a layer. Layer is nothing but it's a server. Layer is nothing but what? It's a server. So ultimately, I can call this as one server architecture, right or not? So if I have gone with the 1 tier architecture, so 1 tier architecture. So tier is nothing but the layer. Layer is nothing but what? It's a server. So ultimately, I can call this as one server architecture, right or not? One server architecture. Now observe carefully. In the one server architecture, totally how many servers we are having? We are having only one server. In the 1 tier architecture, totally how many servers we are having? We are having one server. So why? Because the name itself contain one server, right? The name itself contain one server. So we are having totally how many servers here? One server. Now again my question was like how many types of servers we are having? How many types of servers we are having? So just now we have discussed. Great.
Three types of server:
Perfect. What are they? Great guys.
web server, application server, and database server.
Web, app, and DB. So we are going to install the web server, we are going to install the app server, and also we are going to install the database server within the single server. Within the single server, we are going to have our web server, we are going to have our app server, we are going to have our database server. So then this type of architecture, are nothing but what? It's going to be the 1 tier architecture, nothing but one server architecture. So let me go with the example here so that you will get more clarity. So example for 1 tier architecture, example for your 1 tier architecture is going to be laptop. What was the example here? Laptop. Let me tell you why laptop is going to be the 1 tier architecture example. Let's say this is my laptop, right? In my laptop, I am having the VLC media. What we are having here? VLC media. So the moment we have opened the VLC media, so ultimately I am getting what? I am getting one UI. This is nothing but your web server. Now, click on the media, open file. It was redirecting, right? So from web server to app server, it was redirecting. Now I am having one video. So basically, this video was present on where? It was present on the database, nothing but the memory. So within the single place, I am having my web server and also I am having my app server and also I am having my database server. So then this type of architecture is nothing but what? It's going to be the 1 tier architecture. Example for 1 tier architecture, laptop. Clear for all of you about the 1 tier architecture as well as example for 1 tier architecture. So clear or else do I need to repeat? That's perfect, great. Next. So after 1 tier architecture, what we are having? We are having 2 tier architecture. What we are having here? We are having 2 tier. Right? Architecture. So again, this was a common thing. Tier is nothing but the layer is nothing but server. So ultimately I can call it this as 2 server architecture. So observe carefully. In the 2 server architecture, totally how many servers we are going to have? We are going to have 2 servers. The name itself contains 2 server, right? So totally we are having 2 servers here. So this is my server 1 and this is my server 2. we are going to provide the communication between them. We are going to provide the communication between them. So in the first server, I am going to install the web server here. In the second server, we are going to install the app and the database. App and database server. So then this type of architecture, are nothing but what? It's going to be the two-tier architecture. It's going to be two-tier architecture. So example for two-tier architecture. What was that? So it's going to be like your mobile with YouTube. Mobile with YouTube. Let me tell you why mobile with the YouTube was the two-tier architecture example. Was the two-tier architecture example. Let's say, observe carefully. This is my mobile. So in my mobile, what I am having? I am having, let's say, YouTube. What we are having here? YouTube. So basically, YouTube is the platform. It was present on our mobile. But the moment we have opened the YouTube, we are having some videos. So those all the videos was present on our mobile or it was present on somewhere else. The moment we have opened the YouTube, so the videos that was present in the YouTube, it was present on our mobile or it was present on our somewhere else. Where was the videos present? In your mobile or in somewhere else? Where it will present?
Mobile.
Yeah, it was present on somewhere else. So and also yeah, it was present on the server. So it means it was second server. So our mobile is going to be the server one. So here somewhere else is going to be like server two. So this is nothing but two-tier architecture example. Next, after two-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having three-tier architecture. What we are having here? We are having three-tier architecture. So in the three-tier architecture, totally how many servers we are going to have? We are going to have like 3 servers. So server 1, server 2, server 3. So server 1, this is my server 2 and this is my server 3. So in the first server, we are going to install the web server. In the second server, we are going to install the app server. The third server, we are going to install the database server. Now, we are going to provide the communication between them. Now, then this type of architecture is nothing but what? It's going to be the three-tier architecture. So example for three-tier architecture is going to be again your mobile with YouTube only. Mobile with YouTube. So observe closely. Here we are going to manage the app server as well as database server separately. Previously, we have maintained in a single server. Remember guys, if you are having the app server, if you are having the database server within the single server, so your server will get heavy load. The moment the server was getting the heavy load, so it will be down. So at the end, we need to be very lightweight. So that's the reason we are going to maintain the app server as well as database server separate. Clear? App server, database server. Oh, sorry. One tier architecture, two tier architecture, as well as three tier architecture. Clear for all of you? So just try to confirm me in chat box, guys. So from the first, I'm asking, right? So these sessions are going to be like, interactive one. So if you're not getting any point, you can raise your voice. You can ask me at any point of time. Done. Yes. So that's great. Now observe carefully. After three-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the multi-layer. What we are having here? Multi-layer or n-tier architecture. Directly, I am going to talk about the example so that you guys will get very clear understanding. So we are going to talk about what? Multi-layer architecture. Now observe closely. Let's say I have opened the Chrome. What I have opened here? I have opened the Chrome. So in my Chrome, I am going to search for Amazon.com. What I am going to search here? Amazon.com I have searched. So I will get one UI, right? I will get one UI. So in a search bar, I am going to search for iPhone. What I go, what I have searched? I have searched for the iPhone. So the moment I have searched for the iPhone, so ultimately it will display all the iPhone phones. It will display all the iPhone phones, right or not? So it will display like iPhone 15. It will be display. So it will be display like iPhone 16. So it will display like iPhone 14. So it will display like iPhone 13. Let's say. So it was displaying all the iPhone phones. So totally, I have selected the iPhone 16 phone. iPhone 16 I have selected. Now observe closely. So the moment I have selected the iPhone 16, again it will display the different colors. So it is going to display the red color. It is going to display the yellow color. It is going to display the white color. So totally, I have selected the white color iPhone 16 mobile. Now, after selecting, again it is going to be display like which specification unit. So it will display like 128 GB, 256 GB. So the specifications it is going to be displayed. So totally I have selected 128 GB mobile. 128 GB I have selected. So later what I need to do? I need to add to the card. So after adding to the card, what we need to do? We need to do the payment. What we need to do? We need to do the payment. Next, after doing the payment, these information are going to be stored on where? In the database. It's going to be stored on where? It is going to be stored on the database. So observe closely, we have gone through the several phases. So this phase was like our server 1. So this is our server 1 here. So this is my server 2 and this is my server 3. This phase was like server 4. This phase was like server 5. This phase was like server 6. And this was server 7. So if you observe, we are having number of servers between them. Okay. So these all are nothing but n-tier architecture. This is nothing but your multi-layer architecture. Okay. So clear about the multi-layer architecture. So we are going to do this one. So basically this is the microservice architecture So we are going to be performed lively. Okay, so even we are going to configure these all in Kubernetes. You will get very clarity, guys. Okay, so clear for all of you about the entire architecture. What about the others? That's great. Now, so from the first, I'm going to talk about the server. Right. Now my question was like, who will provide me the server? I'm talking about like from the first, we are talking about like server. Now my question was like, who will provide me the server? So ultimately we are having like cloud providers. What we are having here? We are having cloud providers. So in the market, majorly we are having three cloud providers. Can anyone in the market?
Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services, nothing but the AWS. Great. Next,
Azure.
Azure. Great. Next,
Google Cloud.
yes. So what is the full form of AWS? Amazon Web Services. So Azure. So what is the full form of GCP? Google Cloud Platform. Okay. Now, who was the owner of AWS? So it's going to be the Amazon. Who was the owner of Azure? Microsoft. Okay. So who was the owner of GCP? Google. Now, so these all are the cloud providers that are available in the market. Now let's say, so server will be provided by the cloud providers. If they want to provide me the server, so observe carefully. Let's say this is my mobile, guys. In generally, let's say this is my mobile. So by using this mobile, I want to book one more mobile. Now tell me which e-commerce application you are going to use. This is my mobile. So by using this mobile, I want to book one more mobile. Now tell me which e-commerce application you are going to use. Anyone? Which one? Amazon. Great. Now observe carefully. So totally, if I want to book a mobile on the Amazon, if I want to book a mobile on the Amazon, first what should I have? I should have the account in the Amazon, right? Without account, you can't book a mobile. In the same manner, if you wanna create a server in the AWS, if you wanna create a server in the Azure, or if you wanna create a server in the GCP, what should we have? We should have the accounts. What should we have here? We should have the accounts. So without accounts, we can't create the server. So by using the account, so in the Amazon I need to create, in the Microsoft I need to create if I want. If I want to create a server in the Google, first we should have the accounts. By using that account, we are going to create the server. Okay. So right now I'm not having any accounts. So that do we can't learn the Docker, do we can't learn the Kubernetes, do we can't learn the Linux? Ultimately we can learn. But at the end we need to be learn on the cloud only. So as of now we are not having any accounts here, right? So we are going to learn the Linux on the open source site. Remember, whatever the Linux you are going to learn, so these Linux as the same as in the server as well. So just try to open the Chrome and search for killercoda.com. What was that? Killercoda.com. So click on the playgrounds. Click on the playgrounds. So Ubuntu. Now here we can able to learn the Linux. If you, I mean to say, here we are going to learn the Linux. So before going to start the Linux, so let me ask you a question like, I have compared the one-tier architecture. I have compared the one-tier architecture. Example is nothing but what? It's a laptop. Remember, laptop is nothing but a server, guys. Laptop is nothing but what? It's a server. Now, observe carefully. Observe carefully. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. If my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, what should I have? I should have the OS. Without OS, did my laptop will work? Without OS, did my laptop will work? Without OS, did our laptop will work? So ultimately, no. Now, my question was like, what is meant by OS? What is meant by OS? So you can unmute and speak, no problem, guys. So the reason behind
Operating
I am asking,
system.
yeah, go ahead. Remember, the reason why I'm asking the questions, so it's going to be the interaction with you. So if you interact, you will get more subject. In deep subject, we are going to get. So that's for sure. Yeah. So go ahead. What is meant by OS?
It's a software for communication between human and machine.
Perfect. Great, Manish. So basically, let me go with the example here. Let's say we are the humans, right? We are the humans. So we know number of languages. So we know what? We know Telugu, we know Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil. So we know number of languages. So we know the Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, and also we know English. So these all are nothing but the high level language. Okay, but the OS, but the server will only understand what? Mean to say, but the server, but the machine will only understand what? It can only understand the binary level language. So if the human wants to communicate with the server, if the human wants to communicate with the machine, what should I have? I should have one translator. Without this translator, your we can't communicate with the server. So here translator are nothing but like OS. OS will provide the interface between human as well as machine. Clear for all of you what is meant by OS here? So basically this is the introduction for your Linux. Remember, without Linux, we can't pro in the Docker, we can't pro in the Kubernetes, we can't even pro in the DevOps. Okay, Linux is going to be very, very, very base for DevOps. So if you want to learn Docker, you should know the Linux. If you want to learn Kubernetes, you should know the Linux. If you want to learn the Terraform, Linux. If you want to learn CI/CD, Linux is the best. Okay, so this is the introduction for your Linux basically. So we are going to continue from here from tomorrow. So guys, so that's it from mine for today. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask. So the persons who was joined late, so if you wanna ask me or if you wanna talk, you can talk. So if you are having any doubts, you can. So first of all, session was clear for all of you.
Yes.
Perfect. So any doubts from this class? So if you wanna talk, you can talk. you are not having, we are going to be wind up.
Is the session on every day?
Yeah, same time.
Means complete 1 month, no off on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday, Sundays is going to be the off. So Monday to Friday.
Okay. Because I just received that link from Harsha Training, and every day they have kept this meeting.
Yeah, they are going to be remind that one basically. So Monday to Friday, it's going to be like the sessions.
So means yeah, within 1.5 months it will be finished.
Yeah, it will be finished. So Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, CI/CD.